If you guys need cheap games or just gearing up for a future GTA DLC, be sure to check out G2A with the link in the description and use code BOSS for an extra discount. Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm doing another Q&A video where I take your questions from Twitter and I answer them all in this video. So today's Q&A is going to be a hybrid between the Red Dead 3 teaser announcement and also some stuff looking ahead at Grand Theft Auto Online and in GTA 5 in general. So it's kind of going to be a weird Q&A, a little bit of a different one than what we're normally used to, but I still think it should be awesome. We have a lot of great questions. If you want to get involved in the next one, go down in the description and follow me on Twitter and just use the hashtag AskBoss whenever I'm looking for Q&A questions like this. But of course, without the way, let's not waste any more time and let's get it started. So obviously with Rockstar's announcement today, I received a ton of questions about the new Red Dead game, and that's what we're going to be starting off with first. Obviously, so many of you guys asked me a ton of questions. It would be nearly impossible for me to read all of them off in this video without making it 30 or 40 minutes long, so that simply wouldn't be possible. But the three biggest questions I got regarding Red Dead is: when is it going to be coming out? When are we going to be receiving any new information? And when are we going to be getting a trailer? Those seem to be the three big questions. We've got a couple other questions that I've got sprinkled in here, but those were the three big ones, so we're going to be tackling those right now. So let's kind of go in chronological order. When could we expect another announcement from Rockstar regarding this Red Dead game? And honestly, it could be tomorrow. So the reason I say that is because in 2011, Rockstar did a very similar teaser for Grand Theft Auto 5. So all they did was show the Grand Theft Auto 5 logo, and that was it. And then the very next day, they announced that the trailer was going to be coming out in about 14 days, which was super cool. So those 2 days were on October 25th, 2011, and then October 26th, 2011, when they made those back-to-back announcements. So it is certainly possible that tomorrow, October 17th, we could see the official announcement of what many of us is calling Red Dead 3, whatever the name, of course, is going to be. And then obviously, I would suspect within the next couple weeks or months, we would then see the official trailer come out. Now, that is just based off what we saw from Grand Theft Auto 5. Rockstar could obviously be doing anything they want here. They could be doing something totally different, but I would imagine they're going to do something very similar. They're going to keep the pattern the same. So bottom line is, I would just be on the lookout within the next couple of weeks and months, although I can't imagine it's very long because Rockstar have revamped all of their social medias, the Newswire, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, even their YouTube channel with this new like red Rockstar grungy Red Dead Redemption style logo. So I can't imagine them wanting to keep that up for too long without making an official announcement and getting this thing on the road. But yeah, something's definitely coming soon. I'm just not sure if it's going to be a day or a couple weeks. Now, regarding the release of Red Dead, a lot of people want to assume that it's going to be out this year or even in 2017. I'm here to kind of pump the brakes on that hype train a little bit, as it might be a while before this game comes out. If you guys remember, Rockstar teased Grand Theft Auto 5. They first announced it in October of 2011, and that game didn't come out until September of 2013, so nearly 2 years later. Now, Grand Theft Auto 5 did have a delay, although most Rockstar games do have a delay, so it wouldn't surprise me if this Red Dead game had one either. So I would imagine that it would likely be closer to the end of 2017, probably going into 2018. I would imagine this game is going to be huge. It's going to take lots of development, trial and error, testing. Is obviously going to have a huge marketing push. So I think it's going to be a while before we receive this game, but obviously that's just going to build up the hype a little bit more, and it's going to get so many of us excited for this amazing title. And that's a great segue into another question I received a lot, which is, what is the name of this? Now, a lot of people are getting confused. It's not Red Dead Redemption 3. It's not Red Dead Redemption 2. It's simply Red Dead 3. The first installment of Red Dead was Red Dead Revolver. The second one was Red Dead Redemption, and this is going to be the third installment. So it's not Red Dead Redemption 2, it's not Red Dead 2, it's Red Dead 3. I don't know what the name is going to be called, but Rockstar have a kind of a pattern for going RDR. So Red Dead Revolver, Red Dead Redemption, maybe Red Dead Revolution, something along those lines. I'm not sure. I would imagine it would be something similar to that. I also got a couple other questions regarding shark cards in Red Dead. This one comes from Mad Zingu. He says, do you think Rockstar will introduce something like shark cards for Red Dead 3? due to the success of them. And yeah, I can obviously imagine them doing something like that if they have a multiplayer mode, which I can almost guarantee you is going to be in the game, some sort of online or multiplayer experience. And I don't know what they're going to be called. Are they going to be called like horse cards or, something like that? I'm really not too sure. But yeah, I would imagine given the success of them in Grand Theft Auto Online, we are no doubt going to be seeing some form of viable online currency in the next Red Dead game. And that's a great segue into another question from GTA Princess, who tweets at me, do you think is the new Red Dead having an online mode, and that online mode will be bigger and better than Grand Theft Auto 5 Online? So I don't know if it's going to be bigger and better than GTA 5 Online, but I know it's going to be bigger and better than Red Dead Redemption's online mode. Just how Grand Theft Auto 4's multiplayer got an extreme and significant update with Grand Theft Auto 5 and the addition of Grand Theft Auto Online. I think we're going to be seeing the addition of Red Dead Online or Red Dead Multiplayer or something like that. And I think it's going to be very similar to how Grand Theft Auto Online works. I think that Rockstar will take many of the things they did well from GTA Online, many of the things they didn't do well, and try to make that into the best multiplayer experience possible for Red Dead 3. I think it would be a huge mistake if Rockstar didn't include one, and there was already a multiplayer mode in Red Dead Redemption, so I don't see why they wouldn't do one here. So those are all the Red Dead questions that we're going to be covering in this Q&A. I know it was a lot, but obviously everyone is very, very excited about this game and its pending announcement. Now what we're going to be doing is moving on to some Grand Theft Auto 5 questions for many of you guys that are still very, very interested in that. So the first one comes from Parker, who tweets at me, do you think that the high risk, high reward DLC will actually be coming out soon? So Parker, I don't think soon is like a couple weeks. I think that this DLC is likely going to be the one that we receive in December, or might even be pushed back to the beginning of the year, like January or February. The reason I say that it could be coming out in December is, number one, it's probably about 2 months away, which is a long time to not receive any Grand Theft Auto Online updates. And number two, it would be the perfect opportunity for Rockstar to package the festive surprise content 2016 in there as well. And it's also the only other thing that Rockstar has teased on their newswire, so to me, that's really the only thing that makes sense, is that would be the next update in online, although they could surprise us and do something totally different, but I would imagine that would be the case. This next question from Jesse AS97 says, do you think we will ever be able to buy semi-trucks in GTA? So the reason I'm using this question is because I think that would fit perfectly with that high risk, high reward DLC, as I've kind of touched on in other videos. Yeah, I think there needs to be a market for buying semi-trucks, packers, haulers, big rigs, 18-wheelers that will allow us to deliver, import, and export these kind of exotic style supercars, hopefully, into Grand Theft Auto Online. So yeah, I think that would be awesome. And I think if there was a market to custom create trucks, that would be really cool. I see a lot of my friends playing like American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator. So there's definitely a market for stuff like that. And I think that would be a really cool addition into online, especially because Rockstar have never really branched out to that segment into the trucking, importing, and exporting kind of environment. Moving on, we got a question from Otto, who tweets at me, when is Halloween DLC coming? So Otto, my best guess for the Halloween DLC is October 25th. Which is not this Tuesday, but is going to be next Tuesday. That's when Rockstar's current event week is going to be over, and it's also a Tuesday. That would make sense, and it's 6 days from Halloween. So if I had to take a guess, that's when the content is going to be released. So we've pretty much got about 8 days before I think that's going to be coming out into the game. We have another question from JDM Culture 2015, who tweets at me, do you think we should be able to import vehicles from other countries in the high risk, high value update? So I'm not so sure about other countries, but I would love to see vehicles coming from other fictional GTA cities. So hear me out here. Other fictional GTA cities would be like Los Santos, Las Venturas, so we got San Fierro, obviously you could do Vice City, Liberty City. I think it would be cool if cars had special attributes or features if they came from another city. So for example, let's just use the Zentorno for an example. What if there was a Liberty City version of the Zentorno that had a special customization option or two and was worth more? Or maybe a Vice City edition of the Adder or something along those lines. I'm not too sure, but maybe it would be called the Adder VC or the Zentorno LC. That could be pretty cool, and that would put an emphasis on not only other cities in the game, which could be kind of a cool Easter egg or reference, but it could also be cool to emphasize the fact that these vehicles are coming from out of market and other places as well. Once again, we have so little information on this update that it really is kind of hard to guess and speculate as to what it could be, but I would love it if Rockstar didn't just say these vehicles came out of nowhere, but maybe came from some other cool parts of the GTA universe that we obviously know and love so much. This next question comes from Charlie, and he tweets at me, how long do you think the Halloween DLC will be available for? Charlie, my best guess is going to be about 2 weeks, just because that's how long this current event week is going on right now, and that's also how long the event week happened in 2015 when Rockstar added the Halloween surprise content into the game. It basically lasted for 14 days. It might have been 17 days, but either way, you're going to have about half a month or so in terms of opportunities in order to get that new content. And finally, last but not least today, we have a question from Riemann Blom, who tweets at me, do you think the Bahama Mamas will open in a future DLC, just like the Lost MC Clubhouse in Tequila La? So the way you mentioned that actually kind of got me curious, because Tequila La isn't opened in regular free roam, nor is the Lost MC Clubhouse. And honestly, at this rate, I don't expect Bahama Mamas to just open on its own in free mode, but what I do expect is it to be used very similarly to how you mentioned the Lost MC Clubhouse in Tequila La was used, where in some sort of mission or clubhouse achievement objective thing or some sort of cutscene, it eventually will be used. I mean, the interior is there. Everything about it is fully working. We're just not allowed inside. So I'm very curious to see what Rockstar ultimately do about this. It's there for them to use in the game, but the reason we don't have it right now is kind of unknown, and like you mentioned, I would love for them to use it in the future. But anyways, that's all the questions that we're going to be answering in this week's Q&A video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. As always, if you want to get involved in the next one, go down in the description, follow me on Twitter, and use the hashtag AskBoss whenever I'm looking for Q&A questions. You might find yourself featured in the next video. If you did go on to enjoy this one, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With that out of the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.